Hello everyone, this is Rainey Bastarash, and tonight we'll be doing lesson 7, which is going to be on joint ventures and also on using a blog to get business. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. As a review of last week, we spoke about advertising and social media. We spoke about online video advertising, such as with YouTube and those kind of videos. Online press releases, the free options, and also the paid options. We spoke about free online classified ads, and I hope you folks get to try some of those this week. Social media advertising, advertising with forums, and through dealing with associations. And what we're going to be speaking about tonight, as I mentioned, is joint ventures. We're going to start out with talking about blogging, how to blog on your own if you have a blog, and if not, how to blog commenting on other people's sites. You can get a lot of business doing this. They're both done the same way, but you'll see as we explain it, there's a lot of different ways you can do this. How to find blogs to advertise on. We're going to speak about joint ventures, how to do joint ventures with the people you're working with and with the big boys. How to do cross-promoting, which is a kind of neat system, and how to deal with partners and affiliate programs. So let's go ahead and get started. Blogging. Basically with blogging, you're going to generate followers, and the followers are going to generate sales. If any of you have a blog, that's great. And if you don't, a blog is a great way to build business because people want to follow. So basically you'll be creating articles for yourself as we're speaking about this, and we'll talk about creating them for others that can generate followers if done right. Now we're going to speak about 7 different topics, or 7 different of the most popular ways of creating articles that will get you maximum results. And not any specific order. Okay, the first one I have here happens to be how-to articles. As it says here, how-to articles are one of the best ways of showing your followers that you know what you're talking about. So create short how-to articles, and here's some examples. How to insulate a window, if that happens to be, if you have anything to do with, let's say, working around the house. How to plant a patio tree. How to change a tire without getting dirty. The nice thing about these how-to articles is you can pinpoint them, make them very niche, and the more niche they are, the more people want to know. Because when somebody wants to do something like putting a new screen in a screen door, he doesn't want to know how to build a door or how to repair a door. What he wants to know is something very niche, how to put a screen in. So if you actually had an article, how to put a screen in a screen door, again, you're going to interest a lot of people because that teaches them exactly what they know. And the nice thing about it, how many people really need to do that? Probably not too many, but a lot of them will read that because they want to learn in case they're going to have to do it. So when you're making how-to articles, try to get them as niche-y as you can to what your topic is. So if your topic happens to be on golfing, maybe you can write how-to articles, how to hold the golf club, how to stand. That's a whole article to be done just with that. How to putt, how to get a hole in one, if you know how to get a hole in one. I have a hard time getting past the clown in the windmill when I play golf. I guess that's miniature. But anyways, let's move on. News articles. Here's the second one. Now, okay, news articles talk about what's new in your field. The thing is, news articles isn't one of the easier ones to do. I mean, people like it. However, it's kind of taken over by the big guys because you get all the news companies, the big news places that are actually blogging as well as the smaller ones. So what's going on in the world or in your city might not be that good, but if you can get niche type news, so if you're dealing with golf, what's the new news for golf? Or if you're dealing with dog training, what's the new news for dog training? And if you could, the more niche you get, the more people are going to want to see it because all the big stuff, they see what's going on there. Now, again, with dealing with news, what you're going to be doing is a lot of the information you might be finding online and copying it, and that's great if you get things online for research. But be careful when you copy something not to copy it verbatim, okay, because you're going to get letters and threats and you could even get sued. So put it in your own words to avoid litigation. Even when you're putting together a membership site, I mean, if you don't know the information and you don't want to get an expert or deal with an expert, you can put together a how-to article or an information site just by researching all kinds of things on the internet. There's enough information there to write books or anything you want. However, put it together in your own words. What does it mean to you? Everyone has their own different viewpoint. So put it in your own words to avoid any kind of lawsuit. The next one is opinion articles. That's gotten pretty big. What's your opinion on anything? What's your opinion on the government shutdown that we just had, okay? What's your opinion on how do you feel about gay marriages? How do you feel about regular marriage or marriage altogether? What's your opinion on the latest airport security rules? Now, some of these things seem kind of controversial, and I brought up controversial ones on purpose because people love controversy. I always say by writing about things controversial, you might get 500 angry people yelling at you and calling you names, but guess what? You got 500 people that read your blog. And don't worry about it. They won't stay angry. Next week, they're going to forget about what you said, but they'll still be reading. If you don't believe me, watch the Howard Stern show, okay? I mean, a lot of people don't like the way he talks, but they watch him. A lot of these speakers on TV, or a lot of different kind of variety shows where they're doing things, let's say off the cuff or talk shows, people don't like a lot of the things they're saying, but that's what's giving them the ratings. So controversy is a great way to get a lot of readers, especially if you said something real controversial. People want to see what you're going to say next because you've got guts, okay? Now, again, that helps with some topics. Your topic that might not work good for, but just keep that in mind as one of your tools that you can use if you ever need it. Review articles. This is one of my favorite, not favorite for writing, but favorite to going to. I'm always going to reviewing articles and blogs and videos to find out the latest things on different programs I'm interested in, on different products. Matter of fact, this one here, you can see the picture. It's a gentleman I've been following for a while, and it's called Freezer Burns. He actually created a show or a web page called Freezer Burns, where it's actually a program you can buy into. So I guess you could say it's a membership site, where what he does is he reviews the grocery store freezer items. He's kind of funny. You'd probably enjoy watching him. But he's made, I believe he's made millions off of doing this. He's gotten quite famous. He's got a lot of people endorsing him. So it's gone a long ways for him. And if you want to check them out, it's actually freezerburns.com. Make sure you put that S in there. So you can see reviews, whether you're putting them on video or whether you're putting them just in blogs. People like reviews. Items like the newest iPhone, software, the latest golfing equipment or country clubs. Again, if you're with pets, new things having to do with pets. If you're doing something on automobiles, what's the newest thing on automobiles, or driving lessons, different kinds of cars, reviewing anything. There's a nice thing about it is people don't like to do the research. So if you review something, they like to see your opinion. It helps them to make a decision. I was looking at a new broadcasting program last week, and I wasn't really sure, is this good or is it not? So I punched in the name of the program, and I punched in the word review. And all these reviews came up. And by the time I was through the first page of reviews, what people had to say about it, it helped me make my decision on which one I wanted to buy. So this is a great thing that people will follow you, and they'll want to continue to follow you if you put out good review articles. List posts. Okay, what I mean by list post is when you list a bunch of different things. Basically, people don't like to do a lot of reading, like I said. They like to get other people to do the works for them. So by making lists, the top 10 this, the top 15 this, whatever it is, you've already consolidated, you've done the research for them. Give you an example, the top 15 no-bake cupcake recipes, if there is a such thing, okay? 25 ways to repair an uneven table. 10 ways to strip the paint from your house, or 15 healing cures using cider vinegar. So it's amazing the kind of things that you can find online. Just punch in something, and when I punch in a topic, even doing research on a daily basis. As soon as I see something, 10 ideas for this, 20 ideas for that, I actually read those first. Matter of fact, in putting together this article on blogging, I put together a bunch of items. I had all the information that I had, but I still did a search on blogging ideas, and it came up with, I believe it was 12 top blogging ideas, and the ones that I liked I used, but it helped me from doing a lot of extra research. So people like lists. Another nice thing about lists, again, the more things you can get, like the top 30, let's say, the top 30, what would be a good topic? Jobs from home that you can do. The thing is, if you come up with good things, you got good information, you put that in a blog, not only will people like it and want to follow you, but they'll share it. People, for some reason, love to share list posts. So you're going to see a lot of sharing going on. Matter of fact, if you do a search, if you have a good list, do a search maybe 6 months down the road, you're going to see your list on a bunch of other people's blogs because they tend to talk about what they like. Interview post. Interview people of influence associated with your topic, so experts in your topic. It can be a video or audio to start out with for the interview, but then you can transcribe the video or audio to your blog. Now, transcribing, depending on how long it is, can take quite a while, but if it's a short video, of course, for a blog, you don't want to write a book. So a short video, you can transcribe that easily. If it's something really in-depth, you can outsource. There's a lot of places online that you can outsource to get people that will transcribe things for you very inexpensively. Or another way of doing interviews is through the email. That's probably one of the best ways with experts. When you're doing an email interview, it's just like a live interview. However, you would just email them the questions that you want to know the answers to. The nice thing about it, when you do it through email, is that the person you're interviewing can look at it, can think about it. They're not put on the spot. And a lot of times you'll get a lot better answers than you would have gotten if you just interviewed them in person. Because, when somebody asks you a question and you're put on the spot, you don't really get to think about it. And usually after you answer the question, oh, I should have told them this, I should have told them that. So you'll get a lot better information and probably more information doing it this way. And another nice thing about it, you don't have to transcribe it. It's already in an email. You just copy it and paste it right in your blog. So interview posts is a great thing. Now, why would people like to read these? Well, they like your blog. If they like the way you question people, if you're doing a lot of interviews, they're going to follow you because they like your style of interviewing. And they like that you're going to the experts. So this way they're getting your opinion and they're getting the expert's opinion on whatever you're speaking about. Again, it's a lot of information that they don't have at their fingertips that you've done all the work for them. Multimedia content. This is using video to add content or articles to your blog or web page. It can be as simple as answering questions from your readers. So basically, if you have readers that are always sending questions into you, get a list of the questions and then just sit in front of your camcorder or whatever it is you have, your quick cam on your computer, and just look at the computer and start answering the questions. They can be short, sweet, to the point. I mean, each video can be 2 minutes. Matter of fact, people prefer looking at 2 to 3 minute videos because they get their answer and they can move on to whatever they want. If you look at the stats, I don't know if you go into YouTube, they have a statistic part where talking about videos where you can see how long somebody's watching your video. So if you have, let's say, a half-hour video, it gives you a graph to show you that 50% of them stopped watching it after 5 minutes. 20% stopped watching after a certain time. So you have an idea how long the attention span is for most of your audience. If you only have a 3-minute video, you're going to find the numbers very high. People will watch it all the way through. So now this is something, like I said, if you want to have videos on your blog, and if you're doing something just simply writing it, again, you can transcribe it afterwards if you like. But I think people like, it's short, sweet. They like to look at a website and get a bunch of videos and just click on them and get the answer because it adds another, I guess you could say, depth to the information. let's talk about blog commenting on other sites. Now, other sites, of course, you want to look up places that have sites that are similar to yours, and this will get you a lot of followers. So when you find something similar to what you have, basically what's going to happen by leaving information is going to increase your exposure, and it's going to get a lot of links back to you. Now, be sure when you leave information on these or do the commenting on other people's blogs that you have your signature. We spoke about that last week. Same as when you're very similar to what you do with a forum. So you have a signature or a URL going back to your website, because backlinks will really help you to raise your Google listing, your where you sit on the rankings for Google searches. So when you're commenting on blogs, okay, do it in a way that you can add value to the blog. Don't just comment and say thank you, because people know that you're just doing that to get the rankings. But give them something substantial, just like if you were writing your own blog. So make it worth reading. It can be a comment of praise and tell them why you're praising them. It can be additional information from the blog. You like the blog, but here's another way of looking at it. Here's some additional information that could help you folks. Or even it can be disagreement. If you don't like what somebody said in the blog, disagree with them. But give them a good explanation why you're disagreeing. And please don't just criticize the person, because he'll ban you from his blog, But if people see you're not afraid to speak your mind, that you gave the right information in a nice way, eventually from people seeing you doing these comments on blogs, especially if it's on the same topic, they're going to want to know who you are. They're going to look at your signature, they're going to follow you, and eventually you're going to see quite a few people clicking on your blog or following you. So put some thought into it and don't spam. Now, how to find blogs, okay? So what you would do is go into a search engine, whatever search engine you like. This is just one way of doing it. And let's do an example with Google. So type right in the search terms, directory of blogs. And then you're going to get basically a listing of all the different blogs that are out there. And then type in or search for your topic. Scan the blog topics and find the one you want. Now that sounds kind of sketchy, so what I thought I would do is we'll go ahead and do a search here. Let's see. Let me get a... Okay, let's see. I'm going to get my page here. If I can get my web page right on top. So let's go here. I'm using this one here. I'm hoping you can all see this. In the Google search, I'm going to go do directory of blogs. Oops, and it sounds like my video's talking, so we'll turn that. So I did directory, if I could spell, of blogs, and I click on that, and it comes up with a list of, again, they're not all directories, but directory of blogs gives you all different kinds of blogs. So looking down here, Blogorama, now this one's a big one for blogs, Technorati. Let's see what else we have. Yahoo. Let's go look at Yahoo blogs. Okay, so blog directories. Oh, look at that. We got tons of them right here. So you go down the list here and see if anything comes up with what you like. Let's see, do they have a search box here? I don't see if they have a search, but let's say you're looking for dogs. Let's see, I guess you would go further, and let's give it number 3 or so. See what it comes up with. Oh, it's not alphabetical. Okay. But anyways, you know what I'm saying. Just go ahead and click on whatever it is you want. Professors who blog. So there's quite a few different topics here. And I'm sure, depending on which ones you're going to, let's see, go back to here. Let's go to the Technorati, see what this looks like. And again, you're going to get more into, say, animals, consumerists. So anyway, that gives you the idea. Just go ahead and type in directory of blogs over here, and you should be able to get some of them. Some of them are alphabetical. I was looking at them the other day, and you can punch in golfing or dogs or whatever it is you like. Okay, back on the page here. So that pretty much gives you the information on how to find them. Other places you could find them, you can go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn has plenty of huge blogs for different topics. So again, just look into different things like that. Let's see who else has them. Google has them. Yahoo has them. Oh, we were just talking about somebody just the other day who had, even Craigslist, eBay. There's so many, eBay might not have blogs, but they have topics that you can find. You punch in your topic, and you'd be amazed some of the information you'll find. So there's a lot of places to get information on this. So what's the benefits of commenting on other blogs? It builds relationships with other bloggers, which is really important, especially in your field, because they might ask you to guest blog. It's great for for the search engine rankings, as it gives you more listings. It also helps you to go higher, but it gives you more listings with your comments in it. So if you type in, let's say, dog training, and you did, let's say, 5 comments on other people's sites, not only will your blog come up, but you might get 3 to 5 of the other ones if they're big enough blogs right up on the top. So it's going to give you a lot more listings. More listings gives you more backlinks to your web page. And when I say backlinks, it's other people linking to you raises your ranks in the search engine listing, not you listening to other people. So you see a lot of these people, I probably get 3 offers a week of people want to do link swaps with me. That worked great years ago, but now it doesn't, because the search engine's a little bit smarter than that. They realize you're just playing a game. When the spiders are going through the web to try to figure out who should go up higher, they're looking for links that are going to you, because the more links you have going to your site from other similar type places shows that you're the authority. If you're just doing link swaps, they realize that you're not the authority. So try to, this way here, you're getting more links to you without having to give links back. And of course, it gets you more followers. And the more followers you have, the more sales you get. And, I missed one here, didn't I? It introduces you to new communities, and it builds your reputation in your field. If people punch in dog training and they're always seeing you, not on your own blog, but commenting on others, you're kind of setting yourself up as an authority. So this can be very helpful. So enough about blogs. Let's talk about JV ventures, or joint ventures is what JV stands for. The idea is to advertise each other's products to basically to your followers, to their followers on your pages for affiliate commissions or mutual agreement. If someone really influential, has an article or has a page having to do with your topic, and they have, when I say influential, they have a large following, ask them, I think I mentioned this in one of the previous weeks, ask them if you can advertise their product to your people. If you ask them for a swap, they might not be interested, but everyone wants to grow their business. So if you had a big site having to do with, let's say, dog grooming, and I look at it, find something I like, and I write you a letter saying, I really like this article you had on grooming. Would you mind if I advertised you to all my people? What would you say? Hey, wow, free? He's not asking for anything in return? Yeah, he'd do that. And I bet you that 8 out of 10 of them, once you get this up and running, will ask you if you want to do a swap, because they might feel uncomfortable about just doing it one way. If not, do like you said, advertise it to your people, and if you get interest, then write back to the big guy and say, I advertised this, show them what you ran, and I had quite a bit of interest. Can I advertise one of your products? In return, you can advertise for me. And when you do that, if you ask somebody to advertise for you, send them a letter. Send them something that they can run, an email that you're putting through, or an ad, whatever it is you want to do, but give it to them so they don't have to do a lot of work. So, they don't have to run that, but say, here's something you can run with your people, unless you have something better for yourself. Okay, also with joint ventures, find similar type websites or programs to yours and offer them an affiliate commission. So if you get sales from their people, then you send them a commission. They can send mailers to their followers. They can advertise on their site. They can put you on their store. They can send customers to yours for the affiliate commission. Now, affiliate commissions, how much are they? Well, if you went on ClickBank, which we spoke about them earlier, ClickBank is probably one of the bigger affiliate sites. So if you went there, you'd see that the majority of products that are being sold successfully are about 50% as the commission rate. Now you think, oh, gee, 50%, that's a lot. Well, if you think of it, It's really not, because the sales you're getting from these people are sales that you wouldn't be getting normally. It's because of their work and their advertising that the people are coming to see you. Now, if you deal with a good affiliate program like ClickBank, and we're going to give you some names of some other ones coming up there towards the end of this lesson, these people will actually track where the commissions or where the sales coming from. What they do is they actually put cookies on the computer. So if somebody goes on your website first, then they come to mine and buy a product, it's being tracked that they came from your website, or they came from a button on your website telling them about me. So that's being tracked. And some places they'll tell you whether it's being tracked for 6 months or a year, or sometimes indefinitely. Or they might even have you sign up, depending on the program, as an affiliate and fill out a little paperwork, and they give you like a banner to put on your page. And somebody clicks on that banner, it comes to my page, they buy from me, it lets me know. And usually once a month they send you out a commission. Some places, depending on what program you have, will actually send the commission right into your bank with PayPal. If you have ClickBank, of course, they actually send you a check on a monthly basis. So let me see. Yeah, so best commission is about 50%. I've seen some things going even up to 75. Keep in mind, when you're selling computer products, once you made it, it's done. Your investment's done. It doesn't cost you anything. So if you have a book, an online book, or a membership site that sells for $20, even if you gave somebody 15 and you only got paid 5, it's 100% profit anyway. So would you want to pay somebody $10 to $15 for a $20 product for them to get you a lot more sales than you would on your own? That's the idea of an affiliate. So that's joint ventures is really a great way to really pick things up. Oh, on the top one over here it says having people advertise your page for commissions or mutual agreement. Some people will do it and not even ask for commission. So keep in mind when you see somebody has a similar product, and we'll talk a little bit about this in another advertising here, cross promotion. Somebody might ask you if they could advertise your product. Somebody might just do it just as a way of getting leads, and they don't care about the sale. So be open-minded to not just, hey, I want to do this for commission swap. Sometimes you don't even have to. Advertising with the big boys, okay? Advertising on large websites or stores for a fee. Okay, I do this with quite a few places, in fact. You can find some places that will offer you to only pay a monthly, quarterly, annual fee. Some of them don't charge you until something sells, okay, so there's no fee at all. But there's a monthly, quarterly, or annually free to host your product. So the nice thing about this is that you don't really have to split your fee. It's not like an affiliate commission, 50%. Some places will just charge you a monthly fee and you keep all your commissions. Some of them won't charge you anything, but then they'll take a percentage. Like Amazon, for instance, takes a low percentage, but they're so big they can do that. But what I say, if you find some places that will host your products, again, if you can get in 2 stores or 5 stores or 10 stores, it's a lot better than 1. Try it and stay if it's profitable, and stop if it isn't. Especially if you're getting charged monthly. If it's not making enough money to pay for it, then don't do it. So do a search online to find if there's possible candidates. Myself, for my books, I have a lot of my books, all my paper books, not the download ones, but the regular in-print books, I host on a place called Lulu.com. The nice thing about Lulu.com is they not only, it's a print-on-demand place, so if you buy one of my books, they actually print it and send it to you, fulfillment and everything. So I don't do anything except for get a commission. Once it's sold, then they give me my commission minus whatever their fee was for doing it. But they also host a store for me, and that's great. So I have my own, what they call Lulu Marketplace with my name. So when you punch in my name and the name of my book, or the name of one of my books, not only will it come up on my webpage, but it'll also come up on Lulu, and it'll come up on Amazon, or it'll come up on Kindle. So it's neat that I have, a lot more listings than just my own place. Amazon, that's also a great way to host books and products. And Amazon is mostly for the in-print books, but Amazon has Amazon Kindle for your digital books, okay? Of course, Amazon also has download PDFs too, but that's not really as big as it was. at least not with Amazon. Since Kindle came out, Kindle's just going like wildfire. It's a great option, again, for digital books, and you can actually put everything right on, do it right from your computer at their site, and very easy to do. So the pros are that, again, with Amazon, Kindle, and Lulu, they take a little commission, but if you find somebody that will actually host it on a monthly fee, you get the sales. However, you don't get the leads. That's the only con. In other words, with Kindle, one of my books, I probably sell as an average maybe 100, 150 books a month. Now, it would be great if in addition to getting the commission each month from that book, if I could also get the leads of the people that bought them. So then I could start sending them information for other books. But unfortunately, Amazon keeps that for themselves so they can get the leads. So there's upside and downside for everything. So just keep that in mind. With most of these places, you don't get the leads. Now that I told you that, I'm going to do a shameless plug for my own, okay? If you wanted to advertise at apluscourses.com, this is a domain that we have that advertises simply A+ courses. And what we do is we review courses, and when I say courses, it's basically information products like what you're doing. Matter of fact, most of my information products are actually hosted over there. So with this, we can host your product. We can host your free product as well, because as you see over here, it's courses, coming attractions, books, meaning books that are online books, and your freebies, okay, or free gifts. And the idea is people go to the freebie section and they like that, and they click on it, and it goes right to your product so they can buy it. In other words, we're just advertising it, but all the sales you're doing on your own pages. Now, we host for a low monthly fee. Right now, it's, I believe, $10 a month, and all the commission that you get is yours. So basically, you're just hosting to put your thing up. So over here, you receive 100% of your sales. It's high traffic because not only do we have people coming for the courses and coming from all my other sites that are linking to it, but they're also coming for the freebies. And in this box over here, if you watch the video, it says if you want to be informed with new freebies and new courses that are coming up, sign in here. So we send out mailers to these people whenever we get a new freebie, whenever we get a new product. So these people are coming back. They're always coming back to look, so it gives you more traffic. It's high in credibility. That's why we call ourselves A+ courses. We actually review a course before we put it up there to make sure it's of our standards. I mean, put it frankly, you don't want your product associated with junk. So we're going to go through it to make sure it's a quality course. And I said repeat viewers would become part of whatever product you put up there is advertised in our campaigns when we get new things up. And the best thing about it is you get to keep your leads, because these people, when they look at the freebie or look at the course description, they click on it, and if it's a freebie, they go to your opt-in form like this, or they go right to your sales page, and again, the lead is yours because you're getting the information from them. Just another idea to throw into the mix.